Hello, and welcome to Crown of Wisdom. And I am Queenie, and glad to see everybody and welcome everybody, all new subscribers. You're welcome to come in and hear the unadulterated word of God Most High, Mother Goddess Most High, and the great big beautiful universe. Come in and get a message and see how your spirit is going to be filled. Now, I welcome all newcomers again. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button so you can stay tuned for all my new videos. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope your holidays are coming beautiful. I hope your Christmas is wonderful. And blessings, blessings, blessings. I hope everybody is receiving their blessings. I hope everybody's receiving their blessings. It's an honor to be back again because I haven't been here in a while. Queenie want to share what she's been going through and give my testimony. This is a great testimony. This is a great video. It's about breaking black magic. It's about defeating the black magic that people put on us. Okay, but I'm going to go to the scriptures first. Reading Psalms 97. God Most High is King. Let the earth rejoice and let the furthest coastland be glad. Dark clouds surround us. Righteousness and justice are our foundation of his throne. Fire spread ahead of us and turns up all our foes. His lightning flashes out across the world. The earth sees and trembles. The mountain melt like a wax before God Most High. Before God Most High of all the earth, the heavens proclaim his righteousness. Every nation sees his glory. Those who worship idols are disgraced. All who brag about their worthless gods. For every god must bow before God Most High. Jerusalem has heard and rejoiced, and all the towns of Judah are glad because of your justice, O God Most High. God's divine justice. His divine justice. For you, O God Most High, are supreme over all the earth. You are exalted far above all gods, because under God Most High are lower gods. You who love God Most High hate evil. God Most High protect the lives of his godly people, of his children. God Most High protect the lives of his people. Light shines on his people, and joy on those whose hearts are right. May all who are godly and of God Most High rejoice in him and praise his holy name. Satan has been fighting us in a different way. Now we got to upgrade and we got to go up with our learning and our knowledge. Satan has been fighting us in a different way. And the way he fights us is through his black magic and through his children. See, not every person on this earth belongs to God Most High. And you will read that in the scriptures and he will acknowledge that. You got to know who's not of God Most High and who is of God Most High. And the way to detect that is by the fruit that they bear. Out of their mouth, what they speak. Out of their action, what they do. Okay? Their deeds and action is evidence of who they worship. Now, having my videos and having my channel is a blessing. It's a blessing because I'm giving the message that God Most High wants you all to know. Mother Goddess Most High wants y'all to know of truth, wisdom, love, life, and abundance. We have to fight a different way. As a YouTuber, people comes on anonymous people come on to different people's YouTube channel. And these are not godly people majority of the time. They're looking to capture souls. These are Satanist children. These are the lower element children. And they're looking to steal, rob, and destroy. And what I mean by destroy, they're looking to take your life. They're looking to sacrifice you. They thought they could sacrifice me, but it didn't work. You cannot sacrifice what belongs to God. You cannot call death on a person if it's not their appointed time. God has to set that time. Man can't set that time. The lower entities and lower places cannot set that time. People want to take your life for your spiritual gifts, your inherited spiritual gifts. I'm talking your inherited spiritual gifts. Every one of you have an inherited spiritual gifts. And you need those gifts to fight off the wiles of the devil. Now, there are those who have spiritual inheritance finances. And these demonic spirits that work in human flesh want your blessings. And I mean, they will come at you in ways that you never thought they'd come at you before. They're out seriously plotting, planning, trapping. They don't sleep. They have a group of them. I stand alone. I am just like John the Baptist. When he was in the wilderness preaching the word and baptizing people, John the Baptist was by himself. You have to separate yourself and know God Most High in his essence and in his beauty and in his realm. I took my time and talked with my Heavenly Father and the archangels to give me my message. Every person that claim to be of God Most High, you get spiritual downloads. And the demonic forces is there to intercept your download, to know how to treat you, how you're going to react, what is next coming up in your life, so they can figure out a tactic to interfere, to steal from you. Let me tell you something. If you remember the story about Jesus, Yeshua, when he was traveling and walking down the street, a woman touched the hem of his garment. And that was the woman with the issue of blood. She had been bleeding for some time, had been sick in her body. But she heard about him and knew he was a healer. And she felt, because the crowd was so big, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, I would be healed. Your clothes is an energy. You are energy. You are energy force. And when that woman went up and touched Yeshua's garment, he turned around and he said, "Who touched me?" Because he felt that energy leave him. Because she took a certain amount of energy off of Yeshua to get healed. And she got her healing. Your clothes are your energetic forces from your etheric body, your aura. Your clothes, people can voodoo you, black magic, witchcraft you, hex you, spells, charms, enchantments from your clothes, your hair. They'll come in your house just as loving and pretend they're your friend and they're your relatives. And they're grabbing different objects to destroy you. Because one, they take your hair and they go put it on a voodoo doll. They take your clothes, they can cut off a part of it and put it on a voodoo doll to attach that thing to you. This is serious. They're looking to tear up and destroy good YouTube channels. Now, I want to talk to all my readers. And then I'm going right back to what I was telling you about for the black magic. God Most High is proud of those. Tell me to tell you this. He is proud of those that are helping people to break bondages, get their light back, take their power back, and give them the truth in your readings. Your readings are much needed. Just as I read as well. All your gifts are required because we're in a time where the deception is quadruple than it was ever before. It ain't about Satan's timeout. He's just running a race to see how quick he can destroy you. His time ain't running out. He's here until God put him away. Everybody keeps saying Satan is his time is short. It's not short. He feel that he don't have enough time to finish destroying all of us because we belong to God Most High, and he can never get back in that realm. His curse is he cannot ever get back in that realm again. And his hatred and his selfishness is to see to it that you don't get up there with your Heavenly Father. You see, you have a contract here, and you must fill your contract with God Most High, your purpose of what you came for. You have to step into your destiny. Now I'm going back to the black magic. They put all kind of black magic on you. Hindering spell, hoovering spirits. They're watching you. They're scrying on you. The way they watch you is they scry on you through a crystal ball. They do tarot readings on you. Yes, they do it with their practitioners, their voodoo priests, friends, family, relatives, associates, anyone that got a gift. They're paying for black magic. That's what they done to me. They paid to put black magic on me. And they also did a ritual of a graveyard ritual to take me out on this world. But you can't take me out. Everything you sent to me went back to thee. Every curse, every black magic, every voodoo spell, every hex, charm, you and all your flying monkeys that all gather together in your little room and want to do evil, defile stuff because you sold your soul out to the enemy and think you can steal from God's people for you to get your glory. It ain't gonna happen. You're not getting no prosperity from God's people. He's putting an end to that. And he's exposing you. He's exposing your dirt. Oh yeah, they did a death ritual on me. And they conjure up dead criminals to take upon their power so they can murder people. They're murdering people. There's a serial killer murdering people. But I'm here to tell you today, you're haunted by those murders. I'm here to tell you today that it will be justice for the crime you committed. When you think nobody's seen you, God Most High see you. You're miserable. You cannot sleep. You ain't got no peace. You ain't got no rest. You ain't got no blessings. You ain't got no money. And that's the first thing God Most High take from you is your money. You come on here and you spread your evil eye to every channel. You spread your nasty, wicked, defile. You don't even need eyes because they're that evil and wicked. Your eyes should be plucked out of your head. You sit down and you throw curses on people through giving them the evil eye. Every evil eye, I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters that's out there, return to sender. That's what you do. When they send you out black magic, return it to sender. Block, protect everything you got. From the top of your head to the toenail of your feet and everything in between included. Put a heavy protection upon you, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, and generations to come so they don't intercede in that. You got karmics. I'll tell you about karmics too. Karmics, you got your awful, ugly, negative karmics. These are the ones that come in to rob, steal, and destroy from you. Pray and ask the Heavenly Father to remove every karmic out of your life cycles, past, present, and future, so they don't return. In every dimension. These karmics are traveling from the 3D to the 5D because we've leveled up. Oh yeah, they travel to the 5D. Block them. Return to sender everything they send to you. They're black magic, they voodoo, they shapeshifters. Send them up, the wolves, send them all back to the return to sender. Return it to sender. Call spiritual judgment on them for breaking forbidden spiritual laws and oaths. Call it on them. They're here to drain your energy. You are energetic force. They want your emotional energy, your financial energy, your physical energy, because you have the light. They want your energy that you're connected to God because you have the light. And once they take all your energy and you have succumbed to their failure because you're keeping these kind of people in your life, you are drained. You are now spiritually dead. Oh, I was put in a spiritual hospital. I went to spiritual hospital. I sure did. I went to a spiritual hospital with the heavens above and received my healing. You got to heal childhood wounds. You got to heal childhood abandonment issues. You got to heal childhood abuse. You got to heal abuse in your life. You got to heal the traumas in your life. You got to heal the pains in your life, because these karmics and these evil people that have soul ties to you, they know that you're hurting, and they come in and they come in here to finish wiping you out. This fight is of a high and low dimensions. There are so many dimensions. And you're communicating with your higher self. You're communicating with all those in the higher realm with you on who you belong to. The lower realm, we know who that is. That's the bottom of the barrel. These bottom feeders, the flying monkeys, they tremble the ground. We don't have to. We're light feathers because we have a light spirit, because we have the Spirit of God Most High in us. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. They were sending their flying monkeys to my house. Oh, the flying monkeys were walking in my house. They didn't send just one flying monkey. They sent a gang of them. And what they do, they have a coven. Pay attention to this. These people got big groups called covens. Mega groups. Mega groups, and they hide in the shadow. And they hide under God Most High. And they hide that they're good people and they serve God Most High. But you'll know them by the fruit that they bear, because they're lion spirits. Don't let them attack you. Unattach yourself to every group, every coven. Break away. Walk this life by yourself. Because when you walk your life by yourself, and if you are God's people, your road would be much easier. Okay? Listen at when the tarot card readers come in and read and tell you about the spirit of death. Okay? When they tell you about that spirit of death and about the world cycle, if it's going to end, if you don't see that world cycle, that means that death curse is still going on with that the devil. That's that black magic. Be careful. Matter of fact, I'm going to even mention this. Get you a pair of tarot cards. Go learn to read your own tarot. That way no one can tell you. Learn through trials and error. Pray and ask the higher ups to give you the gift of interpretation of those cards. Go learn to read it. You're not going to get this information in church. Being a Christian, being part of an organization, people are going to withhold this information from you. That is sacred, godly information that's going to steer you in the right direction on the path that you're in. That lets you know where your enemies are lurking. It lets you know where your enemies are. Go and pray and ask God to give you the gift to understand interpretation and the readings of tarot cards. And do your own readings. Trust your own self. Now, there are wonderful readers out there. And these readers, unique and unapologetic. I have got to mention her. Queen, unique and unapologetic. She helped strengthen me when I went down. She helped strengthen me. She helped strengthen me for me to get back on my feet. And I have to acknowledge her for that. She did a wonderful job to re-encourage me to come back on YouTube. Because I look at it this way. I'm not your Jesus Christ superstar where you think you're going to kill me. Jesus took that, Yeshua took that cross for us. That we don't have to be assassin or slave or slain or plotted upon. Know your pre-plots of your enemies ahead of time. Because they're ahead of you. They're all ahead of you. They're reading on you. They're scrying on you. They're doing Ouija boards on you. They're sending you demonic spirits to your house. And the demonic spirits they send into your house is incubus and succubus, the number one spirit. These are the worst, nasty spirits. They want to defile your sexual genitals that are consecrated, that are crucified under Yeshua. And they figure if they can get you with that spirit of lust, that spirit of wanting sex all the time, that they have you in their grasp. And when they have sex with you, they create spiritual children. And when you get pregnant by these spirits, you create a spiritual child. And when the spiritual child is created, that would allow them in their genes to pull that baby to come down into their genes of the light. If you feel like you have been violated and that incubus and succubus has came to you and had sex with you, they took your seed and created a spiritual child in another dimension. Call forth your archangels to destroy that spiritual child so it don't go through their generation. They're trying to figure out a way to get the light into their genes so they can heal their families and heal their bloodline. Destroy because you didn't know any better. I'm here to tell you what they do. They come and make spiritual babies with you. And they take those spiritual babies and call them down to their generation to let these babies be born on the earth so they can get blessings, so they can heal the curses, so they don't have to pay their karma. Ask the spirits to demolish those babies for those who don't know about being raped by incubus and succubus. That's who send those nasty spirits. In the middle of the night, you're being wrestled by a spirit and having sex with you to your unbeknowing. Protect, put a shield up, protect yourself on your bed. Protect all your chakras, all your 7 chakras. When you light up all 11 of your chakras, when you light them all up and guard and protect them, they cannot penetrate your mind. Let me tell you what they're doing. While you laying down going to sleep and thinking you're going to have rest in your sleep, they're interceding in your astral travel and your visions and your dream, and they're intercepting them, and they're giving you their visions and their dreams to you, and they're taking yours. They know your every step, your every move. These nasty beings, these wicked witches, warlock. You know, at one time, I had a great respect for a witch. She was a white witch. She wasn't a dark witch. She took that oath to love nature, to respect people, and do no harm. These are your white witches. But then you have your white witches that turn to black witches. And these are the ones that'll be with a warlock in agreements to send you black magic, witchcraft, voodoo. These are people that want to zap your joy and steal your happiness. So they work by groups. So when one person get tired, another person come in and repeat the same curse that they sending out to you. They're working, baby. They're working 24 hours. They're working overtime. I had a whole coven against me. A whole coven against me. A whole group against me. Just one little me on this physical earth. Now up in the heavenly realms, it's trillions of them up there fighting. Call upon your ancestors. Call upon your ancestors that lived a good life, that made it in on the other side, to fight for you from the spiritual realm all the way down to the earthly realm. You see, we want to get stuck, and I just got to go to church, and I'm just going to do it in the name of Jesus. If you get stuck like that and stuck in religion, you're going to find out God Most High is not like that. You are just holding yourself in a cage, and you helping the enemy to destroy you. Don't refuse change. Don't refuse new knowledge. When you do, you stay in a designated place, and you don't grow, and you don't move, and it becomes a cycle. You have to break the curses of the cycle. Now, I know people love going to church. If it's a church about positivity and it's developing you and it's helping you, go ahead. But God elevates you, because the spiritual realm is so in so many dimensions that you can never get to all of them on this earth until you make it on the other side. If you are worthy. Only if you're worthy. You have to not be prejudiced against other knowledge. Okay? Shiva. You can't be prejudiced against Shiva. You can't say, well, Shiva's of the devil. Go learn. Go study. Ask God to give you the insights. They're gods put here before any of us that God designated to handle different jobs on this earth. Okay? And when God puts something there, it's to protect, guard, and it will destroy. Oh, yeah, it's two sides to these gods. Don't fool yourself. Because if we had a God that was just righteous and never did nothing to destroy, then we wouldn't be protected. We got gods that protects us. We got guides that protect us. Huh? You got ancestors that protect you, and that means they're going to war. You got angels that's to protect you, mean they're going to war. It's a war from the heavens to the earth. Listen at what these people do. They send out a controlling spirit, a domination spirit, a damnation spirit. And they come into your dream and come real nice, making you think it's of God Most High to get you to agree. Once you agree with their agreements and you make a vow with them, now you got a cycle with the Lord elements at the bottom. Pay attention to what I'm telling you, because they are coming in a deceptive way. They want your spirit out of your mind. They want your everlasting soul that belongs to God Most High. They don't want you to fulfill your purpose and your destiny. They are here doing the nasties. When you find these big YouTube channels and you feel like it's something in there that's not right, exit, leave, break the vow, break the agreement, huh? Break the commitment, break the promise, break them, destroy them, demolish it, pull the cords, cut the ties, pull all cords from all negative forces, pull all cords from every negative entities, and cut them, detach them, banish all these spells, return to sender, pull back all your energies, and let your body become whole as one. Because when they come to you and intercept in your astral world, your dream cycle, and your vision, your prophetic vision, that's your spiritual download, they're there to steal it so they know how to handle you and to defeat you out of your blessings. And your blessings is your spiritual growth. Your blessings are your spiritual gifts. Now, there are those that get financial gifts. That's fine. They're there to take your financial prosperity, your financial abundance, because they don't get none. They can't create light. They can't make light. They can't get into the light because they're bottom feeders. They agree to serve the lower elements in exchange to steal your blessings. And they do it in a spiritual realm before they can do it after they do it in the spiritual realm, then they come to you in the natural, earthly realm, in the physical. Listen at what I'm telling you. And when they come into your dreams, they come in real nice to make you feel comfortable that they're of God. Those things are beyond ugly. They shouldn't even exist. When they say evil is ugly, oh, the appearance is uglier too. But they wear a mask to hide who they really are, so you are confused. Do not make no agreements in your dreams. Block them. Block them in your prayers. All you have to do is say, I block all interception of the negative entities in my astral travel, in my dreams, and prophetic vision. Block all negative entities in every dimension, past, present, and future lifetime. That way you break the cycle. And I'm telling you how to do this because it was successful for me. I defeated me and my spiritual team on the other side. We defeated the black magic. We defeated the witchcraft. We defeated the spells. We defeated the graveyard ritual. I will not be sacrificed. What they sent to me goes to them 10 times 10. So their family members are dropping. Their animals are dropping. Their pets are dropping. And they're next to drop. They're on their way dropping now as we speak. They're sick. Because all what they sent to me goes back to them. So I'm telling you, the reason that you have no blessings and no success, go check what you're doing, who you're associating with. Clear your energy force. Walk this spiritual walk by yourself. I don't need to be in a big group. I only want God Most High's children to come forth that's going to be attached to my video or subscribe. Now, I can't help if the enemy comes in and watch my video, which I don't give no flying monkey because he's coming with his flying monkeys on their trampoline. You're not welcome here. You're not wanted here. And every evil eye curses you send to me, I return it back to you. Every evil eye you send to me, I send back to you. Every curse, every spell, everything you send to me, I send it back to you 10 times. To you, your generations, your generation of generations, and all generations of all eternity. Because when these people come, they're not just coming for you. They're coming for your children. They're coming for your mate. They come to see if they can destroy your relationship. Oh, the nasty stuff they did to try to separate me from my husband, who God put together. God put us together. When God put a marriage together, he said, let no man put it under. I mean, you have to fight and defend what he gave you. When God give you something, you got to fight, defend, and protect what he gave you at all costs. Oh, I return to sender. Me and my husband, we love each other. And as for the karmic that belong to that group that I left, listen at the title, The Best Damn Podcast. If that ain't tell you it's a damnation in there. The best damn. He stacked people. He go and he stacked people. I'm telling you, and he's pulling y'all energies. He's taking y'all energies for him to stay healthy, to stay alive. And listen at the other group that attacked me, which they recently changed their name. GMS. Faithful unto death. That was their name. Who would name, if you are part of a spiritual group of positivity, why would you name your organization Faithful Unto Death? Oh yeah, they sent hit people for me. They planned my death for a hitman and hitwoman to come to me and murder me. Yes, they plotted my murder and my death. But I'm here. I return to sender. I return to sender. See, they were going to get paid to eradicate me, to get rid of me, because they wanted my spiritual gifts, because they wanted my life. They wanted to destroy my life, my genes, my generation, with my children and my grandchildren. No, I'm not your sacrifice. I'm not your Jesus Christ. If anything, it goes back to them. These are murderers. They're murderers. They're on YouTube, and they're trying to murder people, kill them spiritually, kill them physically. Pay attention when people come missing in this world. That's a sacrifice. When somebody's kidnapped, that's a sacrifice. You got children that got to be protected from these demonic forces because they're coming in their dreams and programming them to do evil things. Next thing you know, that child's going to school with a weapon to harm other people. That's a sacrifice. They sacrifice that child to do some dirt so they can either get famous, get your gift, get your spiritual, get your finances, whatever it is, your blessings, your prosperity. They're going to sacrifice somebody in order for them to get it. Because Satan, the enemy, don't give them nothing. He taught them how to steal, how to destroy, how to harm people. Wake up. If you know a relative that's in danger of doing wrong things, that's hooked on drugs, oh yeah, they want to prostitute you too. That's another thing too. They hate that you are clean and undefiled. They'll take your pictures off YouTube. And they take your pictures and they go, the nasty sexual demonic force go masturbate on your pictures and masturbate to you and spit on your pictures and put boo-boo on it. That's what these flying monkeys did. That's what they did to me. I know you with your nasty little, the size of a pinto bean of a penis. Okay? And your big balloon swollen nutsack. You jacked off my pictures. That's what you did. You jacked off your semen on my pictures. But God has reversed it and sent it back to you. Eat your own semen. Eat your own boo-boo. Sent to you, you nasty swine. I'm not part of you. These big organizations put people in discords. Notice how you start deteriorating. Notice how you have an addiction for that person. You're not supposed to have an addiction for nobody. Don't let nobody put a controlling spirit on you. Once they tuck you into discord, they leave you there and they drain you of your energy and they go through your whole life generation to find out your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your aunt, your mother, your father, your brother and sister, and see where they can spiritually steal from. Break away. Break away. Run, Forrest. Run. Run, Forrest. I'm telling you all, run for your life because your life is on the line. They know who you are. They know who you came to be. They know you are here to do a special work for the higher ups. They want to destroy your children, put black magic on your children and break your relationships from your family when you know you had a unity. At one time you had a unity and a closeness with your family, and for those who didn't, pray that the spells and the curses is broken off your generation. Break generational curses. Break generational curses off your family, off your grandchildren, because there is a repeated cycle that the negative karmics can come in. Oh, and then they want to pretend, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know. I'm sorry. And can I come back into your life? Can I try and kill you again? Can I pick up a knife and give you 10 swords in your back? Let me do it again. Come on. I know you stupid for me. Pull the swords out, people. Ask Archangel Raphael to heal the wounds. Don't go back. For every one of you nasty bottom feeders and you flying monkeys, you are not allowed back into my life. You are finished. You are canceled. You are demolished. You are banished. I do not want a snake in my life dressed up like Cinderella or dressed up like GQ man. I'm not a flesh eater. You can come with all your prettiness on your face that got evilness in your heart and your spirit mind destroy people. I smell you before you come, because sin stink. God said it's stinking his nostril and it's stinking mine. I know who you are. I know all of you. And I want to let you know, not only did I handle it spiritually, I turned it over and handled to the law. I told the law about all these organizations and told them what they do to people, to rip them off for their money and their spiritual gifts. You see, you thought you knew who I was? I was your karma. God been wanting to take you down. He waited for the right one to bring up against your ass. And he sent me in. And believe me, every one of y'all are paying. You're paying for your evil, nasty, repeated, obsessive karma. Obsessing over me. I don't want you. Didn't ever want you. I'm on a higher mission than you. You were sent here to do a mission, but you sold out for greed, for money, for power, for flesh. I didn't sell out. For a high. You got to be high. I don't have to be high. My high is the divine Holy Spirit. Top that high. You can't get no higher than the Holy Spirit. You're going to be high all the time because you can't live with the nasty, filthy, rotten, low-down, dirty, regretful things that you did and that you still doing. And like you scoping out and watching God's people, there's watchers watching you, idiot. You didn't think people watching you and watching you on this earth. How about prison and be somebody's bitch in a cell? How about that? Because that's where you going. And some are going in the earth. Going in the earth. And going to the bottom of the earth. And the lowest dimension there is. Of suffering. Of pain. And you're not getting out the cycle. You permanently sold your soul to the bottom feeders. You and your flying monkeys. You cannot follow people and be weak. And think they're for your good. When you sing they're bad. That's when you know you got a spell on you, when you can't break away and you find an excuse to try to justify them for being good when they're not good. They're evil. Pay attention to their words, their deeds, their action, their habits. You are what your friends are. If your friend is evil, you're evil. If your friend is a molester, you're a molester. If your friend's a thief, you're a thief. Murderers follow with murderers. Serial killers follow with serial killers. Pay attention. Back away. Pull back your energies. Release that negative energy to them. Shield yourself. Guard yourself. Ask the angels to guard you. God Most High to guard you. He said he protect his children. I just gave it to you in the word in Psalms 97. That he is the God above all gods. So all these Lord gods that they're communicating with, don't think God ain't in control. He's in control. He's going to give you a trial and a tribulation, and it's up to you to pass that test. I passed mine. I came out. I will not be part of these big organizations. And as for these people who I thought was family, that loved me, wanted to be a part of me, that believed in my purpose that I was here for, oh no, they don't. They're looking to make money off of you, looking to kidnap you to bring you into a prostitution ring. Pay attention to that, or to abduct your children or your grandchildren. They're obsessed over beauty, something they don't have. Because they're ugly. They so far ugly, what I seen in my vision, ugly, couldn't even describe them. How about oogly? How about so ugly, you need deep, thick sunglasses on to look at these ugly monsters. It's so nasty and defiled. Oh, they even took me to judgment, saying that I was hating on the poor. You can't do that. See, my archangel was right there testifying, saying she fed the homeless. She helped those who were poor. She helped those who were misfortunate. She gave to them. And she's not even up there with the big multimillionaires, but she took her average income and helped those who were in need. When you needed food for your kids, I sent it to you. You hounded me and you asked me for my money, saying you were hungry, your kids were hungry. When you're lying, when your money is taken from you because you stole money from other people that are spiritual with God Most High. That's what you do. When you said you needed something to pay your rent, I was there. Not no more. I don't help people like that no more. Go get your own. Just like I work hard for mine and I go to my job every day and I just got a raise, a slight raise for working 35 years at this job. And you know what? I'm appreciated. I appreciate my raise, even though it was taken and put into my health care, my health insurance. I appreciate it. I appreciate it because I work. I'm a part of this universe. I got a job. Okay? I come on here when it's available that I can. I have a family. Stop looking to be friends with people that are on YouTube. Get a prayer life. Communicate with your spiritual team. Ask God for a spiritual team. Because they are kicking your ass spiritually and physically on this earth. Wake up. This is a big wake-up call. Wake up. Wake up, my people. Grow up. Wake up. Level up. Learn. Learn from my experience. These big organizations, God is taking down. Has taken down. God Most High, the universe, Ra, is taken down. Come on, Queen Unique and Apologetic. Ra is taken down. The workers of evil in high and low places and principalities and wickedness. And you under protection once you ask for that protection. Break away from these big YouTube channels that you don't quite understand. Learn. Go within and learn and study and read and pray. Start your own YouTube channel. Do not think you own people. You own nobody. We don't own nobody. You come to my channel, you subscribe because you're going to get whatever video I'm putting out there. I don't own you all. I don't claim you. If you want to be part of this spiritual family, man, I'm going through a microscope like Einstein looking at you to make sure you dotted your I's and crossed your T's. I don't want you part of me if you wicked and unclean. You ain't pulling on my energy. But for those who want to make the difference and make a change, yeah, you're welcome to come in. Yeah, you're welcome to learn. The enemy was so busy tonight because I was making this YouTube video. Came in and removed all my materials, but I said I'm going forth anyway, and I'm going to give that message. I am guarded and protected. Remember, when you hear names of these YouTube channels that don't sound of God Most High, run, Forrest, run. Now, I do make necklaces, and the reason that I joined one channel was to help bring God's people their sacred protective gemstones according to your full name and your date of birth. I go into intercessory fasting and prayer on what your team of your generation say you should be wearing for your protection. And I agreed to be with that YouTuber to help God's people so those who need the necklace would come forth and I would make it for them. They're not free. Yes, I'm going to make a profit to buy more materials. Wasn't making no money on it. As for me making any money from my pockets, no. Because I buy the finest and the most premium stones there are. Okay? And the agreement I made was, if you want to be part of me for my purpose of helping God's people, for them to get the necklaces, order the necklaces, that's fine. Oh, yeah. I'm for that. I agree to that. We can agree to that. I said, the first thing I want to tell you is when I leave, I won't harm you and you won't harm me. Because if you do, it's going to be ugly. Oh, no, I'll just communicate with you telepathically. Remember, when somebody say they going to communicate with you telepathically, you better have a telepathic gift to telepathically to communicate back. And right then and there, I knew what God had sent me into. Oh, yeah, you were plotting. You see me on my YouTube channel. You were plotting on me. Before you even got to know me, you were plotting on me and watching my station. Watching me, obsessing over me. You flesh eater. I know who you are. And you pulled me on in. And God said, go ahead. You under my protection. Had to go through my experience, though. And when I seen what you was after, robbing, stealing, and destroying, and then tucking me away in your little group session, huh? Oh, no, you're not going to tuck me away. I'm not to be tucked away. I'm not to be held down. I'm not to be pushed down. I rise and I shine. You rise and you shine, people. Don't let nobody dim your light. Don't let no one take your light. And don't let no one tell you Satan is of light. He's of darkness. That lying, filthy, nasty thing that you can imagine of ugly is of dark. There is no light in it. But it's light in God Most High. It's blessings in God Most High. It's peace in God Most High. It's joy in God Most High. It's happiness in God Most High. It's laughter in God Most High. It's life in God's Most High. When they calling on that spirit of depression, they gave you entities, curses. Break the curses. Depression is nothing but a demonic spirit that's been passed down from generation to generation. That's why I say break the generational curses. Break the generational curses. Go into prayer and fasting and break generational curses. I freed myself. I'm not bound or tied to any organization. I walk solo and alone. And I got so many on my left and my right and my front and my back from the higher ups. You can't touch this. You're done. It's over. I leave you with start a new life before 2022. Get rid of the monkeys on your back. Get rid of the flying monkeys you see in front of you. Get rid of the flying monkeys you see in the back of you. Get rid of the flying monkeys on your left and on your right. Get rid of your flying monkeys that's here to destroy you and start your life. living for a true purpose. Go into your destiny. Walk into your trials and tribulation with power and strength and courage, and know who's by your side. And as for the bottom feeders, hell bound you go by your doing of your karma.